This is the Onyx Boox Leaf 2, and if you're wondering why we're doing an unboxing again, it's because this is actually different. This is still the international version by Onyx International, but this is the white version. In terms of specs, it's identical in every single way, but that's not what's important here. This is a sunken screen, and after we unbox it, we'll put it up against the black Leaf to show you the difference. Obviously the box is different too. It's a white box on the outside with the exact same box for the Leaf on the inside. That's good because you don't need to make an all new box for the same unit. Now, look at that. This is so exciting, and if you're here, you'll share in our excitement. We're going to leave that till the very end because this is some big stuff. Now, the box contents should be the exact same. You should have the warranty information, the SD card. It's basically a SIM removal tool as the industry knows it, but it's for removing the trans flash, and trans flash is also known as SD. We have the warranty information and the startup guide, and this is your stamp of approval that has been put here by Onyx, and that coincides with the serial number of the unit and on the box to make sure things are all copacetic. USB cable, as we said. Put that off to the side. This is some big stuff, guys. This is the first time in the history of e-readers where they made one release, not in two colors. We've seen that time and time again. The Oasis 3 was gunmetal and rose gold. Different devices have spicy copper and dark gray and all sorts of things. Kobo has a bunch of colors. This is the first time an e-reader has been released with two body constructions. And I'm not talking about Paperwhite 3 to 4 to 5 where they go from sunken screen to flush screen. That's not what's going on here. Look at that. There's a bunch of things different here. You have the physical patron buttons, which are all the exact same, except they're more raised on here. They're actually higher than the one with a piece of glass. This also has a plastic side, of course. This is glass. This also has a dual bezel, so you get this clay kind of light gray on the inside, and then a very, very subtle sky blue off-white on the outside. And then you get the white on the back, which kind of curls over to the side. Now, the Boox is still there. It's very faint. It's very shiny. It's kind of this piano finish that's laid on top of there. But look at that. Look at that. There's no glass hindrance on this. This is the same unit from the same production run in terms of the actual PCB and internals, but they have been tooled differently, and that means when they make it, they craft it where the ports are going to be and all that kind of stuff. This is really interesting, and we are going to do a comparison between these two and a kind of all-in-one review to see how the screen actually affects what comes through, because there are fewer layers of things on top of this than the black one. This one is a sunken screen and bezel, people. Look at that. This is big stuff. If you're here, you're family, and you know why you're here. So this is the exact same thing as we said. Power button, you have stereo speakers, you have the SD card removal, which is funny because the device is white, but they actually contrast it with a little bit of a brushed aluminum for the removal tray, and that's kind of nice. Everything else is exactly the same, and we don't need to do a first-time startup because Onyx is an international company. Everything's going to have Google Play, everything's going to have English, so you don't have to worry about that. This is everything that comes in the box with the brand new Onyx Boox Leaf 2 White Edition. It's not a special edition or anything like that, but it has a sunken screen and bezel. For GoodyReader.com, this is Peter.